But then the following video, you can see the windshield soaking wet and going all over the place.
Are you in two-wheel drive? Okay. Damn.
All right, so you saw the running footage. So here's my impressions. One, I agree with everybody else. The body is odd. The shape, I just couldn't get used to it on the trail. Something about it is just a little bit off. And you can see through the white. And actually, right here is a good outline of the wiring clamps that are on the inside. And I did see it out on the trail. So, like, it's a small issue. Overall, the conversion from four-wheel drive, front-wheel drive dig to rear-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, front drive, in my opinion, is the way the truck should have came from right out of the box from factory. Such a great driving experience to sit, do burnouts. I drove most of the day actually in rear wheel drive, and only really shifted in four wheel drive when I needed it. And every time I shifted into front wheel drive only, it just didn't go anywhere. There's, the bias just is way too much. So I think if I were to keep this truck, I would figure out a way to make it rear wheel drive, four wheel drive. That's it. Not do front drive only. There's just no practical application for it. So that's my 2 cents. Truck did great. I did jump it. I did, normal trail stuff. Did some other, some kind of wilder stuff with it, but nothing super crazy. The mirror's definitely durable. I flopped it on its side pretty hard a few times, and I got no issues. They held up. Other square body Lexan trucks with mirrors and stuff I've had on it, that was kind of like the first victim. If you breathed heavy on them, they would just fall off or they'd be broken right out of the box. But these held on. I don't have any cracks in this body. There is a hairline coming through here, but I think it's in the mold more than it is any kind of fracture. It's just almost like a tilt front end like old Clawbusters had. There's just a mold line right here that I can see, it's pretty evident. You can kind of see it here. It looks like it's cracking. Can't really put a fingernail in it, but there's definitely a line that's being created across here that kind of bothers me. Whether it was part of the molding process for the Lexan or something, and it just made a thin line, and now it's going to crack there. I don't know, but it's definitely hairlined all the way up into the cab. Wheels and tires, they did fine. I wasn't doing any real rock crawling or anything, so they held up just fine. One thing that I did do was I sprayed the bottom of this truck last night and then wiped it down with this product from Moose Lick, the ultralight grease coating, and it kept anything from really sticking to the plastics underneath. I mean, you saw I drove it through mud and a bunch of other stuff. I didn't really do any stream crossing that was deep enough to wash it, but it's definitely there, and it smells fantastic. I don't know what they put in it for Cow RC, but it's a winner. I'm gonna probably coat the rest of my bottoms of my trucks and probably do the bodies, because it's only really stuck where I either didn't spray it or yeah, it's pretty much just inside the body. There's quite a bit of mud in here that I gotta clean up, but it's stuck to the body, but it's not stuck to the chassis, which is what I sprayed, was just the chassis. So good job. Here it is again, the Moose Lick. Did a great job. It smells wonderful. As far as the rest of the chassis, fighting with this body is becoming super fun to take off. It's like it's there, but it doesn't want to get there. And this is the easiest way I've found to take it off, is to lay it on its side, pop it all. Tons of dirt. You can see from all the two-wheel drive action, all that mud packed up in it. But everything else is, yeah, I didn't spray the top. You can kind of see the difference. Kind of the matte finish versus that kind of gloss luster on there, and it's not wet. It's not coming off on my hands or anything. But yeah, I'm going to continue to use that stuff for sure, especially going to Beat the Creek. If I take this truck, it'll be helpful on the cleanup for sure. But anyway, back to the conversion. It did great. Things needed to be adjusted. The endpoints on the servos for that particular application of the different, the rear wheel drive, front wheel drive, four wheel drive, those endpoints are pretty significant, and they should be adjusted. They weren't great out of the box, and now I would have to shift to get into four-wheel drive. I'd have to shift from rear-wheel drive to front drive, back to four-wheel drive, and then it would lock in and stay in. But other than that, it's just tuning and a little bit of paying attention to what you're doing. Not for the faint of heart. If you're not into paying attention, there's a couple of YouTube videos on how to adjust those endpoints. Highly suggest that you watch those, set your endpoints, or be prepared to set your endpoints with this truck. So other than that, I appreciate you watching. I appreciate the views and the shares that I've been getting on the video of the conversion. If you're enjoying this and you enjoyed today's video, hit that like button and subscribe if you choose to, and ring the notification bell, and you'll see more in the future. Thanks for watching.